Well, in the first place, I would say our social relationships are relatively shallow. We are actually afraid to be intimate with people. Many people even with their wives and husbands. And we substitute, or we rather hide this fear of real intimacy by a superficial kind of friendliness, which is quite nice, but nevertheless very shallow. I would say love is something everybody talks about, and the need for love is one of the most basic needs of man, namely the experience of union with another being, of becoming one with another being. And yet I would say that love today is a relatively rare phenomenon, that we have a great deal of sentimentality, we have a great deal of illusion about love, namely as something one falls in, but the question is that one cannot fall in love really, one has to be in love, and that means that loving becomes, and the ability to love, becomes one of the most important things in life. Love is not easy. I think if you ask what people really mean by happiness today, it is the experience of unlimited consumption. The kind of thing Mr. Huxley has described in The Brave New World. Mm-hmm. I think if you would ask people what their concept of heaven is, and if they were honest, they would say it's a kind of big department store with new things every week and enough money to buy everything new. I would say democracy once meant organization of society in the state in which the individual citizen feels responsible and acts responsibly and participates in decision-making. I think what democracy means today in reality is to a large extent manipulated consent, not forced consent, manipulated consent, and manipulated more and more with the help of Madison Avenue.